Nigeria recorded its highest trade deficit in the fourth quarter of 2020. This is according to the 2020 fourth quarter foreign trade in goods statistics report released by the National Bureau of Statistics on Tuesday. Nigeria's annual merchandise trade deficit in 2020 stood at a negative balance of 7.37 trillion naira. Our correspondent Folashade Ogunride has the details in this next report.
Nigeria has recorded its largest foreign trade deficit since 1981. Latest reports from the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics places Nigeria's trade balance at a deficit of 7.38 trillion naira for the year 2020. The NBS report further shows that total imports in the year 2020 was valued as 19.9 trillion naira, surpassing the total exports of 12.52 trillion naira, thus indicating a trade deficit of 7.38 trillion naira. Economic experts say the NBS report is a clear indication of Nigeria's poor economic strategies.
What it means is that we need to improve on our export sector, particularly non-oil export sector. Because when you have a deficit in your balance of trade, what that shows is that you are very weak in exports and you are very high in imports, which is not good for any economy. If you look at the structure of our exports and export earnings, oil still accounts for close to 95% of our export earnings. And because in 2020 we had a crash in oil price, we also had almost a crash also in oil output because of OPEC cuts, the pandemic and all of that. So once we had that challenge with the exports of crude oil, our balance of trade automatically crashed.
Speaking on the economic impact of deficit trading on Nigeria's economy, financial analyst says a negative trade balance could stall economic recovery.
The impact of a negative trade balance is that we are going to be seeing erosion in our foreign reserve, because what is happening is that our foreign exchange earnings from trade, from goods trade, is now less than our foreign exchange receipts, payments. So we are paying more than what we are currently earning in terms of foreign exchange from our trade activities. If you look at those figures, we saw a 32 trillion naira trade activities in 2020, of which imports was about 19 trillion, while exports were just about 12 trillion. So you saw a trade deficit, a significant trade deficit that occurred last year, which is impacting on our foreign reserve. And the further impact of that is that you're going to see pressure in foreign exchange, which is why we're seeing naira depreciate further.
While experts agree that tougher times may be ahead for Nigerians, they advise quick intervention to address Nigeria's trade imbalance, rising debt profile and high inflation rates. Folashade Ogunride, TV 360 News.